Hey there, church family. It is Thursday. It is June the 11th, and it's good to be together. Thanks for taking a little time to check in. Here's a little bit of communication for you. You may have heard or read that our church picnic would normally be scheduled for this Sunday. We have rescheduled that for September, and Lord willing, we'll be able to have a great time together at that time. June 21st is Father's Day, and I say that as a reminder to you to think about maybe a father or maybe a father-like figure, a male figure in your life who's been a positive Christ-like influence on you. It'd be great to honor them with just a short statement. We would love for you to send that in to us so that we can include it in a tribute video. Just that short statement. If you have children in your home, then maybe ask them what it means to have their dad there. And so we would love to have their statements, their perspective as well shared with us. And you can send it in to the church office, Sarnia EMC at kojico.net. Okay, .net, that's an important piece. And so thanks for doing that in advance. And thank you too just for your sustaining prayer and partnership for us as a leadership team and as a staff, and for your care for one another. That continues to be a great encouragement to hear how we're caring for one another. So thank you for that. And we have some opportunities for you to be involved currently with whether it's a community garden. We're putting together our El Salvador team, and soon you'll hear about our plans for Adventure Bible Camp. It's still going to happen in a modified version, and we have some news coming up about that very soon. But likely there's a lot of you who are wondering, hey, what are we doing in light of the province's announcement a few days ago that churches, places of worship, are allowed to gather on site at 30% of seating capacity? That's a really good question, and it's one that we as a leadership team have been working on for these last couple of months, talking about different scenarios, preparing in different ways, some thoughts around that. And so the short answer is we're not going to be moving into an in-person service in the immediate short term, at least within these next couple of weeks. We want to make sure that we have the protocols in place to be able to provide a safe and healthy environment for everybody of all ages. Our church family is multi-generational, and we need to be able to care for one another with that in mind. I've taken the liberty to take a video of our church sanctuary in case you've forgotten what it looks like. And I've also taken the liberty of mapping out what it would look like to seat individuals while adhering to the 6 feet physical distance protocols that we do have in place, because that's one of the protocols that we have to adhere to. It's not just about 30%. It's about 30% while adhering to all the other health and safety protocols that have been laid out. And so that includes coming in one door, leaving through another. It includes having the high-touch areas sanitized regularly during the time that people are present. It includes that if somebody uses the bathroom, then somebody has to go in and clean that and clean the high-touch areas in the bathroom. Those kinds of things are all that are involved as well. And so in the layout that you can see as you look across the sanctuary, we can seat about 55 individuals in our current configuration. Now, certainly, if a family came, they could sit together, and we could probably have a few more. So 55 would probably be the minimum, and the maximum probably somewhere in the 75 to 80 range to be able to safely do that. But that's only in this space. The space where our children meet, the nursery and things like that, those are other protocols that need to be in place there, and the space is more limited, and so we have to take some time to evaluate, hey, what could we do in those spaces as well? So your ongoing prayer for us and as we discern these things is going to be incredibly valuable. And if you say, hey, I'd like to be part of the solution, whether that's helping people to remind people to come in a staggered fashion, or being one of the people who during the service is wiping down high touch areas, or a bathroom attendant who, in case somebody has to use those facilities, that you're willing to clean there. If you're willing to serve in that way, to be part of the solution, then we would love to hear from you. You can contact me directly about that. But the thing, so what do we do then while we wait for this to happen? Here's the other piece of information that the government released, is that we are now allowed to meet in groups of 10. Groups of 10, and that includes maybe up to 2 families who are different than our family. We can have in groups of 10. So let me encourage you this, especially with the weather as nice as it is. You have been meeting in your home church for the last 3 months. Now God is saying it's time to multiply your home church. It's time to add to that. So maybe there's somebody you miss from our church family, and you think it would be good encouragement to watch the service together, so you can encourage one another, pray for one another, just have a little bit of a conversation. Or maybe there's a neighbor that you've been connecting with, and that you would invite them to join you in this as well. So you can help each other learn and grow and to know what it means to follow Jesus with their lives. And so I want you to pray about that. Pray about your friends and neighbors that you've been connecting with over the course of these last 3 months. Pray for your own, for others that you might, our church family, somebody you might want to invite in that could maybe benefit by having additional people around. Maybe you could benefit by having additional people around. You can invite somebody in to join you. So let me encourage you to do that, but to do so with caution, to do so while adhering to the health and safety protocols that we need to adhere to, but to do so with a desire to grow in our relationship with Jesus and to multiply your home church. And if you're going to do that, if you feel that's something that God wants you to do, then I would love to know about that, so we can pray for you. And if you need resources or ideas, then we can connect on that. We can be praying into that, praying for those people that you would invite in. And I think that's a really exciting thing. Just another way that's before us for the mission to continue to thrive, right? The building might be closed, at least for the next couple of weeks, but the ministry is unhindered and it's even growing. And that's exciting. So thanks for being part of our church family. Thanks for your encouragement. Thanks for your faithful support in prayer. And we ask that God would continue to sustain us and encourage us until we have that time to celebrate together again in person as a church family. And we'll keep you posted on that. You'll know as soon as we know, I promise. Okay? God be with you. Keep well. Wash your hands. And let's continue to make a kingdom difference.